Hello everyone, this is Teacher Max. Thank you so much, viewers and learners, and I encourage each and every viewer or learner who is willing to continue learning on this channel to always like, share, click the notification bell up there, and do not forget to ask your questions in the comment sections. And those of you who have asked your questions in the comment sections, we are still handling the League of Nations. I will make sure that I answer all of them one by one. There is not any question that will remain unanswered. I will answer them very soon. Thank you so much. Let's look at our topic. Here is the changing role of international organization, but we are handling a subtopic within our major topic, which is the structures of the League of Nations. For any organization to be strong, it needs a strong foundation. So the structures of the League of Nations, these were the pillars, these were the strong foundation that the organization built to make sure that it achieved or it attained its aims and objectives as we looked at them in the previous video. So today we are going to focus much on the structures of the League of Nations. The League of Nations had different structures, and these structures handled different challenges, handled different issues regarding the job description or regarding the tasks that they were given. Let's look at structure number one, which is the assembly of the League. Assembly of the League. Assembly of the League. This was the first structure that was formed by the League of Nations. This was like a parliament where all members of the League of Nations, all registered members of the international organization, met every year. Where they met, they discussed different issues, they discussed different crises, they passed different resolutions. But each member was given one vote. In case they are passing a resolution, each member would be allowed to vote once. Therefore, in the assembly of the League, all member states had equal rights, had equal opportunities in participating during resolution passing. So this one became the first structure of the League of Nations. So this was the assembly of the League of Nations. Structure number two, we are having the International Labour Organization. The International Labour Organization of the League of Nations was another structure of the League of Nations which was established with the aim of dealing with human rights, making sure that workers are respected, employers respect their employees, and make sure that the refugees who were settled because of the World War I in different countries were treated well where they settled. Therefore, they needed to have job description, they needed to have working hours, they needed to have freedom and access to any service. Therefore, under the International Labour Organization, we are going to see that the time for work was defined. They made sure that there was prevention of child labor, and they brought about protection of employment of women in different countries by different organizations or by different employers. So this one was the International Labour Organization. We are having another structure which was the Secretariat. The Secretariat. This one was another structure of the League of Nations, which now this one worked on the following issues. For example, for it came out with recordings. They recorded what the assembly has discussed. They recorded the agenda, what was to be followed if the meeting is to be held. So they brought about agendas, they noted down resolutions, and sometimes this secretariat or the secretariat structure of the League of Nations changed. It had the powers to change some few things that the assembly had misfired or had discussed wrongly. That means the Secretariat of the League had some powers regarding resolution making. Then we had what we call the Council. The Council of the League of Nations. Under the Council of the League of Nations, we are going to see countries which had veto powers. For example, under the Council, we had countries like Japan, countries like Britain, countries like Italy, countries like France. So these countries, they had more powers. Even if an issue was discussed in the Assembly of the League of Nations, passed by the Secretariat, the Council will again re-discuss about that issue to make sure that it is in line with the aims and objectives of the League of Nations. So countries which were the members of the Council would discuss different issues, and their meeting were held at any time. In case there is an outbreak of any crisis, the Council would be called to discuss how and when to deal with a given crisis, or how do they deal with this crisis. They would suggest solution, they would come out with ideas and make sure that the intention, the aims of the League of Nations are respected. So that was the work of the Council. The countries in the Council had more powers compared to all countries which were in the Assembly of the League of Nations. That's why they use words like veto powers. Therefore, the members of the Council were sometimes called the veto powers. So this was a structure of the League of Nations. We are having another structure of the League of Nations which is called the Permanent International Court of Justice. PICJ. Permanent International Court of Justice. This one dealt with international matters, international crimes. For example, if there is disrespect of a given country by another country, if a country is to be invaded by another country, the matter now would be they have broke the international laws. They will be handled in the international court. And the international court at the time was the Permanent International Court of Justice. Then we had the mandate. The mandate is also sometimes called the specialized agencies, the special commissions, or the special committees. These handle specific tasks, because not all members of the League would handle one particular issue at the time. No. So there are specific issues which were handled by specific agencies. So under the mandate, we are going to see that specific countries were given specific responsibilities, or specific agencies were given specific responsibilities. For example, you will see the Health Committee, you will see the Drug Commission, and other commissions which were established by the League of Nations. So this one was the structure of the League of Nations. Let's use the arrows to describe it as we are winding down. So the Secretariat discussed issues here, and it would also refer here. We also have the Permanent International Court of Justice. We are having the Council of the League of Nations. We are having the International Labour Organization. We are also looking at this, the Mandate Commission. This one dealt with issues from the Commission, and they also deal with issues from the Assembly of the League of Nations. Now, this is how matters were handled. This is how issues were dealt with by the League of Nations. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell up there. And those of you who have questions about this sub-theme, don't forget to ask those questions in the comment section. I will be able to handle or answer each and every question which will be put in the comment section. Thank you so much.